Hi, I'm Vanessa Gordon with Gordon Law, and as a divorce lawyer in Lincoln, Nebraska, I've talked to probably thousands of people over time about divorce. But today, as we're heading into kind of the Valentine's Day season, I've got my pink on. I'm not usually a pink person, but I'm wearing it today. Um, I wanted to talk a little bit more about staying married and avoiding divorce because, as I often say to people who come in to visit with me for a strategy session, I realize that most people, when they're walking down the aisle, are never thinking that they're going to end up sitting in my office or talking to someone like me someday. Most people still are believing in a happily ever after at the time that they're saying their vows to each other. And so they're not expecting to be discussing divorce someday. So while I don't have any qualifications for marriage therapy or anything like that, I am one half of a couple that's been married more or less happily for we've been together about 18 years. We'll be married 17 years this year. So I've got some personal experience in a long-term relationship, as well as I said, the experience professionally of seeing a lot of why and how marriages break down over time. And so each work day this week, I'm going to come on here and just talk a little bit about one concept that you can put into practice to avoid ever needing to hire someone like me. And the first one I would say that is probably the greatest reason that people end up sitting across from a divorce lawyer is that their spouse has simply stopped expressing gratitude or having gratitude or appreciation for them as a person. Um, it, and that's across the board, whether this is what I would call a loud end of a marriage where there's a lot of fighting and contention and the divorce from hell and all of that. That's true there, that the spouse has stopped being thankful for this person or appreciating the things this person does or who this person is. That's also true in the more quiet and just we've grown apart. We feel isolated and disconnected. It's true in those as well. So I would challenge you, if you're looking to not get divorced, to take some time and really think about and maybe even write out a list of all the things you appreciate about your partner, from the really big things like they always pay the bills on time or make sure that there's not expired food in the fridge, to the really small things like, they have a goofy laugh that always cracks you up, or they can find the humor in a bad situation of waiting in line, or find those things, whatever those things are, no matter how big or small, and take some time to really focus on those things today.